Welcome to Showbiz Top 10 channel. We all love watching Bollywood movies, but do you know which movies are based on real-life stories? Let's take a look with real facts. 10. Yuri. In the movie, the Indian Army Special Forces carry out a mission seeking justice for their fallen comrades who lost their lives at their base due to a terrorist group's attack. This movie is based on real incident. On September 18, 2016, 4 heavily armed terrorists crossed the line of control, broke through the military camp carrying AK-47 rifles in North Kashmir's Uri town of Jammu and Kashmir and launched a massive grenade attack. In the attack, 18 soldiers were killed and more than 30 were injured. 10 days later, on September 28, India carried out surgical strikes in Pakistan. 9. Talvar. The movie is about mysterious murder cases of a 14-year girl and the domestic help who worked at her place. It's the story of courageous Nirja, who sacrificed her life while protecting the lives of 359 passengers on flight in 1986 when it was hijacked by a terrorist organization. Nirja was an Indian flight purser. On September 5, 1986, she saved a large number of passengers on board Pan Am Flight 73, which had been hijacked by 4 Palestinian terrorists, which made a stopover at Jinnah International Airport in Pakistan. Around 17 hours into the standoff, after she opened an emergency exit door and began helping passengers escape from the plane, Nirja was shot and killed by the hijackers 2 days before her 23rd birthday. 7. Airlift. In this movie, Ranjit, an Indian businessman, leads a happy and successful life in Kuwait. However, when Iraq invades Kuwait, he decides to risk his life to save his stranded countrymen. This is a real story of what happened to 170,000 Indians staying in Kuwait when Saddam Hussein had attacked Kuwait in 1990 and Indians didn't know where to go, what to do. A wealthy and powerful Indian businessman, with the help of the Indian government, safely evacuated these 170,000 Indians back to their country and made India proud. 6. Parmanu. The movie is based on the nuclear tests conducted by Indian Army in Pokhran, Rajasthan in 1998. In reality, the entire operation was top secret as there was a massive international pressure on the Atal Bihari Vajpayee government not to carry out the tests, and the US satellites were mapping every move in India. Nonetheless, the tests were carried out successfully in May 1998 and termed a logistical victory. India had actually conducted 2 nuclear tests from May 11 to May 13 2 decades ago. 5. Padman. The film is based on the life of a social activist and entrepreneur from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, who made low-cost sanitary pads for women in rural areas. It is the real story of Padma Shri awardee Arunachalam Muruganathan. For all those who don't know, he is known as the menstrual man of India. He has been recognized and honored in the country for his invention of a low-cost sanitary napkin-making machine, making lives easier for women. 4. Special 26. In the movie, a group of cons pose as CBI officers and conduct bogus raids to loot politicians and businessmen. When the real CBI officers learn about this gang, they come up with a plan to catch them red-handed. The film takes its foundations from the robbery of March 19, 1987, when 26 people posing as CBI officials raided a jewelry store in Opera House, Bombay. The real story still remains unresolved. 3. Mission Mangal. This is the real-life story of the Indian Space Research Organization's Mars Orbiter mission, which made Mars more accessible to explore. Launched in 2013, the Mars Orbiter mission, MOM, also called Mangalyaan, was India's first interplanetary mission and the first time that any country successfully reached Martian orbit on the first try. The original mission that, in just 18 months and with a budget of only $74 million, placed a satellite in orbit around Mars. 2. Ratsi. It is a story of Kashmiri woman agrees to marry a Pakistani army officer in order to spy on Pakistan during the Indo-Pakistan War of 1971. The film is an adaptation of Harinder Sikha's 2008 novel Calling Semet, a true account of an Indian research and analysis wing (RA) agent who, upon her father's request, is married into a family of military officers in Pakistan to relay information to India prior to the Indo-Pakistani War of 1971. Number 1. Sarabjit is a biopic of Sarabjit Singh, A farmer residing in Punjab near the Indo-Pak border crossed the border after having a couple of drinks. However, he was mistaken to be an Indian spy and was sentenced with capital punishment. Sarabjit died after he was attacked in the head by sharp weapons and left profusely bleeding in a Lahore jail. The incident sparked national outrage in India, attracted the intervention of the Ministry of External Affairs, and left Sarabjit's family in utter shock and dismay. Thanks for watching this video. Do subscribe to my channel for more interesting top 10 videos.